What's up, guys? All Things MTG here. Today I'm bringing you my first ever modern deck tech with a green-white infect deck tech. Okay, to start this off, we've got Forward Listener Elf. It's a 1/1 for 1 with infect. It's really the backbone of this deck, and a lot of the cards are creature pop-ups and stuff just to keep your listener elf alive. The next four we have is Titanic Growth for 2 mana, 1 green or 1 colorless. You get to give a creature a +4/+4 till end of turn. This is really good again in those matchups when you have Listener Elf and then you play that and then you attack. You can get a lot of poison counters on an enemy and win the game really quickly. Yeah, it's really good. Next card is Mutagenic Growth. For 1 mana, you could pay a green or 2 life. Ow, my bad. It gives a creature +2/+2 till end of turn. This is really good because it's like a Titanic Growth, except a little less. That way you can put multiple on. Kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It'll make Listener Elf not a very big threat if you only maybe put 1 on, and then you can sneak more onto him or something. Next, final card we have a full playset of is Blight Mamba. 2 mana for a 1/1 with infect, and you can regenerate it. This is the backbone as well, and a lot of the artifacts in this deck, which there's quite a bit, are meant just to bring creatures with infect, like Glistener Elf, Blight Mamba, and your other infect creatures to the battlefield. Next one we have 3 Spinebiter. He's a 3/4 for 6 with infect. And he's really cool because you could assign combat damage like if he was not blocked, as if he wasn't blocked. For example, if you're attacking a 3/4, he dies and you can assign 1 combat damage. No, that's 3/2. And I think that would be how it goes. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to read up on that. Next thing we have 2 Trigon of Infestation. For 2 mana, it is you put 3 charge counters on it when it enters the battlefield. For 2 mana and tap it, you put a charge counter on it. Then for 2 mana and tapping it, you get for every charge counter, you get a 1/1 green insect with creature with infect onto the battlefield. Creature token. We have 2 Rotwolf. So 2/2 for 3 with infect. And the really good part about this is whenever a creature dealt damage by Rotwolf this turn is put into a graveyard, you draw a card. It's really good. I mostly use it to get stuff like Apostle's Blessing, Mutagenic Growth, Titanic Growth, or Listener Elf. Anything else. Okay. Next card is another artifact, Contagion Clasp. When it enters the battlefield, put -1/-1 on target creature, and you pay 4, and you tap it to proliferate, which I'm assuming you're going to know what proliferate is. If not, I'll elaborate. You get any counter on any number of permanents. Look on any number of permanents for any type of counter, and add another one. For example, like poison counters. Next card is another artifact creature, Plague Mirror. So 1/1 for 2 with infect, and the only reason he's really in here is to add to the mana pool for the acceleration that you get. Next card is another artifact creature, Corpse Cur. When he enters the battlefield, and he has infect. I have 2 of them in here. I'm thinking of running 3, because when he enters the battlefield, he lets me take a creature with infect out of my graveyard and put it into my hand, which is really good because most, if not all, of these creatures use infect. Next card we have War Report. 4 mana, a white and 3 colorless. You gain life equal to the number of creatures on the battlefield plus the number of artifacts on the battlefield, which is good because there's stuff like Trigon of Infestation, Contagion Class, the Mirror, the Cur. It's really good if you have a lot of your creatures. Plus, most of these are pretty low casting cost, except for Spinebiter and Plague Mob Beast, which is coming next. Okay, next one we have Ichor Mirror. It's a 1/1 for 2 with infect, and this is the part I really like about it. Whenever it is blocked, it gets +2/+2 till end of turn, which is really good because, like, if you give it trample in some way, it'll kill the blocker, and it could kill the blocker and deal, and the damage goes through. Sorry, kicked my camera. I know I kick my tripod a lot. I'm sorry. Next card we have 2 Apostles' Blessing. I think I'm probably gonna put 4 in, or 2 more in, for 2 mana, white or 2 life, and then a colorless. This one is you give a creature protection from a color or artifacts till end of turn. Of course, you know, it's really good if you've got, for example, you're playing this deck. You have a Listener Off on the field, 3 Mutagenic Growths in your hand, an Apostle's Blessing, and a War Record, and you have both your Plague Mirrors on the field for damage. You have 5 Forests, and you have a Blight Mamba. You could use the Mutagenic Growth to pump it up, and then, for example, your enemy's playing red-white. You can use Apostle's Blessing, naming either red or white, and you know, save it pretty much. Yeah, but okay. Moving on, we have Cyst Bearer. We have 2 of them. It's a 2/3 for 3 with infect. Pretty much all it is, but it is really good because you can use the bullet pump ups and other things to get the damage across, which is pretty good. And I've been debating whether or not to add the Copper Mirror and the Gold Mirror to this deck because they tap to add white and green color, white and green for each of them to add colorless mana. Okay, moving on. Plague Mob Beast. It's a 4/3 for 3. No, it's a 4/3 for 5, and it allows you to tap it to sacrifice a creature to let you proliferate. Again, add poison counters and stuff. Pretty much that, and being a 4/3 is really the only reason it's in this deck, because you can proliferate. And since you have Corpse Cur in your hand, you can have Corpse Cur. You can use it to bring a creature you sacrifice back if you're sacrificing infect creatures, which, because of the Corpse Cur, are recommended. Next and final card, we have Gliss's Courier. It's a 2-3 for 3 with Mountain Walk. This is really good when playing against red decks like Boros decks, Izzet decks, Gruul decks, Rakdos decks. Red deck wins, you know, any kind of deck with red that you can think of with mountains. And it is good because it's unblockable for extra damage plus pump ups. And we've got 5 plains and 15 forests as our mana base, giving us 20 lands. Okay, don't forget to go to the All Things MTG All Things MTG Twitter page to learn about new deck techs we'll be posting. I will post every deck tech when I'm. And don't forget to like, subscribe if this video helped. And don't forget to post any decks you may want to see me build. Of course, I will build it to the best of my ability and my limited number of cards. I will see you guys later.